Please understand. Please understand, small indie streamer. Please understand. I had a food preparation mishap, which delayed my living schedule. Okay. I make a chicken in the oven. I have thermometer in chicken. Thermometer go beep beep beep. Chicken ready. I take chicken out to rest. I cut into chicken. Chicken very raw still. Thermometer scam me. So I have to put chicken back in oven. And thus wait for it to be ready. Which then delayed everything else that was dependent on the chicken being ready, such as eating and stuff. Small indie streamer. She a little... No, she's there. Small Arknights. Such a small Arknights. What do I have in the title? Right, we can just... I mean, the Pepe rerun. I have it in the title, but that's literally just looking at my auto deploys, and I guess doing IS6 CM in theory? For certs or whatever. Also, wow. What is this? It's so spiky. Why is it so crazy? Actual Ahoge. Wow. Incredible. He has become anime character. Yippers. So that's one thing. And obviously, yeah, I haven't watched the CN trailer, the newest one. Or the sort of Minos event. Though I have seen the units. But also I think the kits are out now for the units, so we can also look at those. Reading Pepe's events as I missed the first one, shocked by those Arabic words. Yep. I think, actually I did read it on, yeah, I did read it on stream a year ago, yep. I got to try and pronounce Arabic names and whatnot. Live. There's the side story trailer. Oh, all the units and stuff will be on the Reddit. Arknights Reddit there. Sleep nights. Sorry, perfumers fans. Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's the thing when you get an ult for a 4-star who's already pretty good, but then the ult is only like a 5-star. That yeah, you get the. I feel like you often get the issue then of like they're not like significant. It's like art upgrade. It's aura upgrade, but then like possibly for actual use, it's not as big of a deal. Fan-made event PV? There's a fan-made event PV? Actually, maybe I have seen clips of it or something. Kneel before Cruz. Cruz is true. But that's because, you know, it's Cruz is Cruz. Cruz is OP in many a way. Oh, yeah. I did, yeah, I think I saw a clip of this. And at the, like, the thumbnail at least, yeah. 6-star open eyes. Yeah, it's very much... One day she will open those eyes. We still only know... I have only seen her eyes open, I think, in like from one of the art books or something, which has like character design sheets. I mean, what does this one say about? I feel like it was also posted to like Twitter and stuff. That's probably where I saw a clip of it. Storyboard. Also the Kai, final post-production, lens, post-production. I'll have like Barais is also here, lens, Banashu. Is he just a weird name? Okay, it's Dankashu, that's why. Fucking, I love it, I love it, I love it, because these fucking names don't say anything anymore. Because it's the fucking @ names, because YouTube changed it so that you no longer have like a unique actual whatever, unless it happens to be the correct one already, like mine. So this is Dankashu. Arknights music, man. Everyone listed. Weeboo. That's a lot of... It's a lot of fucking work! I know it's a lot of credits. Long ass credits. We were gonna upload this yesterday, but the CN minutes eventually ended up being posted yesterday, so we had to postpone it. Fun little project. Yeah, we'll watch that as well. And then we have there's the TT kit. Module updates, which maybe you can look at. The showcase. They also, it really is Perfumer the Distilled. I don't know, for some reason that name is just funny to me. Perfumer the Distilled. Where's the freebie? There's the freebie. The freebie looks so cool though, like design wise. There's the Blaze skin, which I did see a little bit of, but not everything. Have the other skins been posted? Or is it just Blaze so far? I can't remember what other... there was an Intelekia skill as well. Has it not been posted yet? Not out yet? Guess not out yet. Guess not out yet. But we can start with this. We can start with this stuff. Give me a second. Also, Golden Kamuy started airing again. No way. For those who know, they know. GOAT. And Newest Fate also started airing. I have not watched anything Fate for so long. Jumped in, I was so confused. And then I realized I accidentally skipped episode 0. Hey there still. Okay, might as well. I guess we'll watch the official trailer first. Official one first. It's very low. It doesn't need to be that low. Actually, maybe still a little bit lower. Beep boop, beep boop. Official trailer first. Okay, I can already hear that it is currently being auto-dubbed. Fucking Vietnamese original, please. That sound was so fucking crunchy. It was very clearly getting auto-dubbed. Like, I really should probably... I think they're, for example, in the Info Creator server, I could probably message them like, hey, you should probably turn auto-dubs off of your uploads. Okay, next try. We try again, we go again. There we go, now it sounds proper. Ooh, that was a nice brrr. Dune type brrr. Of course I can't read, but... Water! Cat and TT, obviously. Apple. Palace! I did see Palace! Obviously, I want to see more Palace. I like Palace. Big horns. And yeah. This guy looks so cool. Also, it's CN dub instead of JP like usually. From Kazdal team. Perfect, but does look pretty good. Just like design-wise. Like, she grew up, even though she was an adult already, I think. But I'll find the JP trailer after this as well. This is usually JP by Castle, so. TT. Thank God they just let us call her TT though. Her full name. However, well, I'm wondering, because I think I saw some people also say that TT is part of actually the Minos faction. Oh, look at this guy! Horseman! I mean, it's clearly like a mask or something, but holy moly! Also, Pallas. Look, Pallas. Chat, you're hiding Pallas, how dare you? She looks so unbothered, somehow. And pretty Greek. Pretty Greek. This is a funny little Greek painting type situation. Also perfume in the back, obviously. Blaze Kinders. And then the Entelekia. And also live 2D Ente skill. My Entelekia fan friend was eating. Operate Purge. Rerun. Just another day. Oh yeah, also yeah, free skin for... What's her name? Oh, okay, second module for... a bunch. New Ami. Oh yeah, cute. Yeah. I do want to look at the. I think there was like cute family pics in the skin as well. Yeah. See, I was gonna start looking back, but oh right, it's the expansion, IS6 expansion. Of course, I clicked on the wrong thing. I clicked on the Guang trailer or something. Where is the skin? I wanted to see. Where is it? Not here. Not here. Yeah, the family pics here. Yeah. Look at the cute little sisters. Angry. It was angry Chongo though. Why Chongo so angry? Why so angry, Chong? Also, that's way over here as well, isn't it? Or is that supposed to be? No, that's way. That's way for sure. That's way hair and way colors. They made eldest brother angry. Uh-oh. Was there mom in cat form as well? Yeah. On the little post stamp. Large cat mom. Also, there's something about this one here. I don't know. Like the facial expression here is somehow. It looks like it has that energy of like when you're watching anime and then there's just someone kind of standing further back in the distance, so they're really like low detail and their face is just kind of like blank. That's what this one looks like. And then obviously extremely blue Entelekia. With red eyes, I mean, but... And then Blazer. With bike. Bike. They keep teasing us. More motorbikes, by the way. They're teasing us even in Arknights about motorbikes. Looks like the first Spectre skin. Oh, yeah, kinda, yeah. I think it's the same brand as well as Cambrian. It has a little bit of that same aesthetic vibe. What else do I want? I mean, obviously the TT. But we can actually see the art for these properly because... Oh yeah, I wanted to find the JP trailer. Does someone have JP trailer? Does Taitsu have JP trailer? Let me just check. I just want to hear the voices. Yes. Oh yeah, just for the voices. To hear the JP voice as well. Dude, this design is fucking sick though. More, please. Huge guy, big horn. Like, by far my favorite design out of the event. Not even close. I forgot Perfumer was this voice actor. Fucking high tier voice actor. But obviously, back when she first voiced Perfumer, she was not as popular. Also, she did get... She got a bit of an upgrade. She did grow up in some ways. And also, I believe he has bigger ears as well. I feel like it's an oddly common thing that when we get like updated designs for certain characters who have like more unique ears, the ears grow bigger. It's Mash VA, it's also like Megumin and a whole bunch of others. You know, they were everywhere some years ago. What's their name? Christ. It's like such an R or something. Rie Takahashi, yeah. Yeah, they're huge. Especially a few years ago, they were literally everywhere. But obviously back when Perfumer was voiced in whenever, 2019, 2018, not as. Here's a wonder down her head. A little bit, I guess. I think it's just maybe, I feel like her ears were always a little bit lower down. Or rather, I feel like now they're just like, they're not as pointing up. They're sort of just to the sides. They're getting weighed down, you know, as she ages, her ears start like flopping more. They're not as perky. They're starting to sag. Or then TT, obviously. Obviously, we don't have a voice for TT, obviously. Until now. Sounds like TT. Sounds like TT. I don't really care that much for TT. They're just kind of... To me, they mostly just exist. Though their jacket is really fun. I remember when we saw... Is it Infected trailer? It's Infected trailer, isn't it? Where we see, obviously, like, the silhouette of TT. And then you see the jacket and whatnot, because you don't see more than just, like, the sort of jacket, really, in the silhouette and a bit of this stuff. She looks so space age in the concept trailer with just the silhouette. And then, never mind, she's a museum organizer in Sargon. And yes, Perfumer is a bigger ears, of course, is what I mean. Yeah, what is she? She's a... Oh, Incantation Medic. Only missing Milton? Who was Milton again? Because yeah, we're not missing almost anyone from the trailer anymore. But yeah, we have the kits open. We can look at them. Dude, this one is still so good though. I love I love this composition here. Also Palace content. No way. I'm a secret Palace fan, low key. Yeah, we don't have Hierda yet either. But obviously, the thing with Hierda is that that's not necessarily going to be like an operator situation. I mean, it could, but that seems to be more like a story silhouette situation. Who was Milton again? Milton Arknights. We'll look at the kits as well, yeah. Milton Arknights. Oh, we have the fan trailer as well. Oh yeah, this guy! Oh my god, that is a tiny fucking image. This guy. So you can barely see here. Yeah, that guy. Oh yeah, was he in concept trailer as well? Oh, I forgot him being in concept trailer, if he was. Most of the Sargon operators have a really funny translation on my language. Pepe and Titi. It happens. Horse guy. Oh yeah, horse guy was obviously not quite yet in global. She might also be related to Minos. You mean TT? Because yeah, apparently TT is part of like her kit has Minos faction synergy. So I'm wondering if there actually is like a situation where she's sort of somewhat Minos. Obviously, her design is like not Minos at all, but it's a little interesting. Obviously, I mean, seemingly they do be going to Minos though, just based off of the aesthetic of everything that we see and like where they're seemingly spending their time in the event. It looks extremely Greek. So. But it is, I do find it, obviously Perfumer is also Minos. She didn't really, I don't think she grew up in Minos really, but she's like otherwise from Minos. But it is a little funny that we have like, in a way, at the very least, the fact that the 6-star is not like very obviously a Minos representative. So. Mr. Sargon colony? No, it's not quite that. It's a they're at war situation. And yeah, here's the better image of this guy. No. Sargon has consistently invaded Minos for years, or for like 1,000 fucking years. You know, it's one of those situations. They've tried to colonize them. I guess what, maybe we'll look at the kits, I guess, first, and then we'll go watch the fan trailer. We have our kits. I think we only have one of the skins. That's 2 days ago. I feel like there should have been a new skin as well by now. Like the Ente skin or something. But I don't see anything posted. Don't see one. And yeah, we'll see what the story is about it. How museum related is it? Or maybe it's like, I don't know, maybe it's TT going on like a diplomatic mission to Minos or to like return their stolen artifacts. Who knows? Or making a museum. I mean, yeah, it could be like building a museum in Minos for their, returning all the shit Sargon stole and setting up a museum there instead. So, could be. 5-star. Let's look at the play skin first. She's super green in her skill, or in her like skill animations. Not as green here. Here she has bike. Oh, huge. She's so much greener here. She Kuka? Her training arc during the U event. Will she be successful, however, is the question. Is it gonna fucking blow up? Never mind, she did it? No way. Successful Kuka. Is she so green in her effects? British Museum have nothing British in it. S1, I guess, yeah, does something. Look at this poor look at this poor enemy. They're fucking struggling, man. If blaze, why green? Certain types of fire are green. It depends on what it's burning. Also, these guys as well. There's some goofy enemies on this one. And then you have the S3, yeah, where she's just kind of standing there. Like, effects-wise, really cool, but she's just kind of standing there. Oh yeah, the motorbike is not here anywhere. I don't think it's even on her, like, entry animation. Fly, I'm seething. Do something, why are you just standing? I don't think she even has it as, like, an entry animation. Nope. She just kind of pops out of the ground on entry. She could have come in on the fucking motorbike. Also, yeah, I was also wondering where is Vampire Lady skin. There's some kind of fire also that is green, but you have to burn like a specific chemical. So, I came in on horse. Yeah, exactly. Where is her bike? Checking my head. Anyway, the cool guy. Gas attacks. Oh no. What do they mean by her having both fire attacks and then gas attacks? Suspicious? Dude, this guy looks so cool though. Look at this guy. How is he allowed to be so cool? That is also a funky chainsaw, by the way. How the hell does that work? How does it work? It's like in reverse order? Because it doesn't loop around the front. So it can't spin all the way around like a chainsaw does. Unless it, like, no, yeah, it doesn't like spin around the full. How does it work? It loops it. Well, no, but how it loop inside? Maybe just wiggles. 2 tracks. How does that make any sense? I think it's just the vibes chainsaw. Cause look, even if it spins, look, a normal chainsaw also spins inside. By the way, it's like a full loop. You know, the chain is one loop. So I think this one just has to wiggle back and forth. Seems to loop inside. Guys, it has to loop on both ends like if it wants to be a normal chainsaw instead of one that just wiggles. Like, unless it just goes back and forth on both sides separately, it can't loop. It can't spin actually around as one track with this design. Palace buff is true. Palace meta soon. Anyway, he's really cool. I like how he has like, first of all, feet. No way. He has like, because you know, he has like Greek sandals kind of, but they're like modern and they're also like army green. Posted idea in Discord. Like this? Oh, like that? It could be like that, maybe? Sure. If it is like 2 tracks and they go inside like that. Because yeah, there is like a gap in the middle. In any case, it's a very funny design. Because it looks like it's the wrong way around. You know? German tourist footwear. No, he doesn't have socks on. It's almost. He knows that you don't have socks on. Oh my goodness, they eat huard as well? They're cooking? Look at him. Damn, he's cool. There's ball, yeah. I think it's just a funky design. I don't think they thought about how actually usable it is. Every now and then we do just get it like this is the kind of shit when it's like when Tin Man dropped. I was like, holy moly, what a design. It's not quite Tin Man level, especially with the E2 art. Tin Man E2 art is insane. But it's pretty good. Also, this is just constantly here. I can never get this. If I click continue, it takes me to new Reddit. I can't get rid of it. Unless I'll use like zap from uBlock or something. He says. Blazing bull. No, he's green and blue. Zzz. This enemy is so goofy. They're just, look, they're just trying to fucking do their job, man, and carry like water or some shit. They're fucking dying, man. Why you gotta hit them? There's another, I guess this is the lead version. Very different looking lead version. Okay, what's he done? Obviously Forte. Not water. It is... I was gonna say wine, but also it's like white. Why is it like white slash gray? Arcaris. Marine navigation, hydrological survey, and cartography. Geographic, they had to specify geographic mapping. Creek yogurt. Ah. All Minos operators deal increased damage to enemies with HP percent lower than self. Okay. Next attack does a certain percent of attack. Truly, the Minos meta is coming. Next attack does a certain percent of attack as physical damage, attacks 3 times consecutively. Each attack does a certain percent of attack as physical damage, requires a certain percent of HP. Okay, so self-healing. Converts to barrier if HP is full. Barrier can exceed a certain percent of max HP and decays over time as the skill ends. Okay. Has some self-healing, which obviously is always actually pretty nice. Because you can obviously still just heal him normally as well. Because he's just a Centurion, AoE guard. He's a nerd too. Dude, a classic. But I mean, okay, well, if there was ever a more appropriate time for a buff nerd, it's the Greek event. That's literally just every Greek philosopher. They're buff nerds. That's what being a Greek philosopher was about. It was being a nerd about shit and like yapping to your fellow nerds, but also being ripped. Because someone at some point was like, you gotta be ripped for your brain. Extremely appropriate. Or see how good the faction buff is as well. Bro, looks so fucking cool. It's true. You MF Doom. The mask is a little. Greek word for boatman, boat driver. I don't see a boat. Where's the boat? Well, apparently he's into marine biology or something. Hydrological survey, marine navigation, yep. What does this chainsaw have to do with boating? Where is it? I've just realized. It's a fucking boat engine. It's a boat engine. I've seen a boat engine. I've been on boats. This is a boat engine. It's also kind of like an oar, yes. But like, dude, you have an engine. Why would you use it as a paddle? It's like a paddle plus boat engine saw. What a funky weapon design. Boat engine paddle saw. And MF Doom. What a goofy guy. These colors on the boat engine remind you of Alesh. No way. Getting some Enfield vibes from this game. The handle is very dangerous. It's a little close. Yeah. It's a little close, depending on how big your hand is. You know, you just just enough space, maybe. Also, actually, how did they do like the... Oh, wait, huh? Fuck. I'm trying to pause it. Wait a minute. We can't see it here. Here you can see, look. It has the saw teeth at the front as well. Here, the saw teeth also go across the front. Scam? That's also really funky because it's having to go at like past a 90-degree angle. This saw is funky. I didn't put this on loop. shaking my head. Anyway, he's really cool looking. I'll probably level him up just because he's cool looking. He's one of those. Anyway, you have grown-up Perfumer, even though Perfumer was already an adult. So now it's more like... I mean, let's be real, it's a bit of a mommy Perfumer. She looks like she could be an actual mom. She's very pretty. She always was, but... Look at how pretty she is. Did she just finger gun us? No, okay, there's a piece. Never mind, it's a piece. I thought it was a finger gun. It's a piece. Well, the finger gun is not very... That was quite the character development for Perfumer if she'd finger gun us. Wait, what even is she? Abjurer supporter, okay. Perfumer's single mom. Of many kids, even. Animations aren't really anything very special here. Spice blending. It's a euphemism for weed. Text instead of restores HP of allies. Sanctuary to allied units and attack range of HP %. Target def. Can store charges. After deployment, attack speed increases, talent sanctuary effect increases. Each will increase target's attack and cause them to lose a certain amount of HP per second. Oh, okay. Interesting. Her S1 has to have 1-digit SP cost, or it's Jover. I mean, probably yes. Let's be real, she's probably going to be pretty underwhelming when it comes to gameplay, but she looks pretty. The keep pumping Abjurer is out. Yeah, you get like, yeah, I guess it is like an AoE, but it's each heal increase targets. They clearly have, I mean, they have like the effect here when you have it, yeah. But then apparently they also start taking damage, which is a little funky. It is like Worf. Maybe the attack buff is really good, but who knows? If the attack buff is really good, she might have at least something to do. Otherwise, she's just like instantly benched for any gameplay reasons. Plus 200 attack for sure. Titi! With the long ass full name, which isn't even said here. And yeah, apparently she's Sleep Knights. Sleep Knights affectionate, not as in resident sleeper. Weird ass Amber. The cat's fucking stucking like Amber or something. Jailed all of these cat statues in eternal suffering Amber. Okay, that's a good face. That was a good GB face. I think Pepe has a similar one, doesn't she? At least in one of the skins, if nothing else. Pew! These funny guys. Okay, there's some sleepers. Okay, like a lava alt S2 kind of targeting thing, and then but that does sleepers. Some kind of link system. I mean, I'll just go and read, but as in base, okay. Okay, it is some kind of little link. Okay, what's she do? Oh yeah, she's incantation medic. Yeah. Text to arch damage. Well, yep, incantation. Talent 1 can attack sleeping enemies and additionally deals a certain percent of attack as arch damage when attacking non-mobile enemies. Oh, but that's for just when non-mobile enemies. So I guess also just anyone who's blocked as well. Like, isn't moving. Unless non-mobile means that they're also not attacking or something. When deployed, all sleeping enemies take a certain percent of attack as arch damage every second. Oh, okay. They're really making sleep knights. When deployed, all Minoan and Sargonian... Yeah, because here it says all Minoan and Sargonian operators on the field gain bigger effective attack speed and when HP is higher than a certain percent. So she gets to do, like, both. So she's probably still Sargonian, but just, like, also gets the Minoan buff. Attack increases, each attack has a chance to put the target to sleep. Oh, okay. Oh, but it's skill 1, okay. Presumably this is just like a passive, I'm assuming. Reading that. Unless. Stops attacking, attack increases, put this unit and the operating attack range with the lowest HP percent to sleep until the skill ends, while also continuously putting enemies surrounding this unit operator to sleep. Right, and yeah, this is also in a weird way survivability, right? Because if you're asleep, then you don't get attacked, except by like AoE, I think. Talent 1's effect increased a few times. Skill P many deactivated. Attack increases attacks to enemies simultaneously. Each attack puts a non-sleeping target to sleep. When the skill is active, all enemies take arch damage when they wake up from sleep. Duration to proportion to the duration of sleep. When surrounding enemies to sleep for a few seconds, when operators in attack range receive fatal damage, they fall asleep until their HP is fully recovered or the skill ends. Huh. 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 Did they actually? Okay, it's just yeah, they do have the little sleep icon on them. Yeah, because yeah, then indeed they don't get attacked once they're EP, they don't get attacked anymore. Yeah, they don't. I think you can still get hit by like AoE stuff, but you can't be targeted and stuff when you're EP. It really is like about to die, take a nap. Me, in real life. Like, damn, that shit fucked up. Let me go take a nap. And this one is funky where like has some kind of like when you kill like an enemy or something, then it like also extends it to a new enemy and they go to sleepy, and then obviously yeah, the whole thing where units in attack or friendlies in attack range when they die actually just go to sleep. So you just don't have to obviously like actually redeploy them or anything. Interesting. Funky gimmicks at least. And for sleep gamers, probably pretty huge. If you hit enemies or could it be? I guess it could be just if you hit enemies already asleep. Because obviously they happen to die at the same... In the showcase, they die at the same time. Okay, what does it say? Non-sleeping targets sleep. All enemies take arch damage when they wake up from sleep. Well, also take arch damage during sleep. No, it's when they wake... I think... No, I think it's... If this is correctly translated and parsed or whatever... I think it's when enemies wake up from sleep, then they put one surrounding enemy to sleep for a few seconds. Which also just when they die, that then also apparently counts as them waking up from sleep. Me running away from responsibilities. Veg. Real. It's because it seemingly, probably just indeed the way that it happens to end up working out is, it's technically when enemies wake up, it puts other enemies to sleep, but then when you die, they wake up, technically. So then that's why it works here. If they die, so then they wake up and they trigger the effect. I think the only other... Does Erato have attacking sleeping enemies in her kit? On one of the skills or something? Oh, she has it as like, yeah, she has it as like a passive fully. I don't think anyone else has it as like just a full passive, except Blemmy. Spiders die and wake up because of the burst damage of S3 on wake up. Oh, maybe that's it instead, yeah. Rather than actually dying to the hit. It's just it looks to be at such like the exact same time. That's the thing, it just looks like they die at the exact fucking frame that they get attacked again. So then it's like... Does Erato have a talent? What does Erato do again? Erato. Arknights Terra Wiki. Also... Isn't Erato like... Minos as well? Yeah. She's also Minos. Is Minos fucking sleep gaming? Yeah, it could be either one, Baka. Really could be. Because yeah, I also feel like they probably died faster than... I don't think the sleep was that short. It'd be funny if the sleep was only the length of like one attack. Oh yeah, no, it's just can attack sleeping enemies. Never mind, she just has can attack sleeping enemies. And ignore death when attacking sleeping enemies. And then yeah, there's prioritize sleeping enemies. Does Blemmy have it just as a skill part of S2 and not as a passive? No, it is also can attack and will prioritize sleeping enemy. Never mind, it is also in passive and not just skill 2. She only has sleep on S2, so... Sleep gaming. Sleeping on Minos meta. Also, what is this? This implies Blemmy is actually Minos? No way. One funny Egyptian knowledge. Look up midget. Premier Air Medical Transport and Travel Protection. Wrong. I think that's the wrong medjet. That's medjet, not medjet. Egypt. Hyperglyph or is it? Oh, it's medjed. Medjed. Flashbang. This is a funky looking guy. Look at that. I feel like I've seen this guy somewhere. In like some way. One sleep immune mob event or Minos unit does nothing. Rip. I think probably pretty sure bosses, for example. Many bosses are already immune to sleep, so you know. Hybrid is sleeping on Minos lore, right? Midget is a minor deity mentioned in certain copies of the Book of the Dead. While not much known about the deity, his ghost-like depiction in the Greenfield Papyrus has earned him a popularity in modern Japanese culture and has appeared as character in video games and anime. I feel like I've seen this somewhere before as well. I'm not sure in what exact form, but yeah, it's just like the fucking just this ghost thing with long ass legs. Intel Chris F go. Maybe this is where I've seen it. Nope, not this one. Damn! Oh my goodness! God, it's not full screen. My God. I feel like I've specifically seen one where it is like this actual design. Where it's just like legs with a fucking ghost. Gallery. There's funny versions. There is one at least. Yes! That's funny. Wait, dude, it's the mummies from the Pepe event. The mummy enemies. No way. Also, like, the scarabs and shit. Oh, yeah. Here's more. Maybe this is where I've seen it. Or it's just, apparently they're just popular in Japan anyway, so I've probably seen multiple versions. Assassin Summer, Nitokris. Do you have all of the different versions here? Guess I'll just... Nitokris Assassin. Yeah, okay. Yep. No, put it back on. I don't want to... No. There you go. I don't want to see you for real. I only want this version. This is peak. Ah, this is peak. We don't need to see this shaking my head. This is all we need. Yeah, I've probably seen like some line emotes as well of like this type of midget. My goodness. No, this is peak. This is good. This is what we need. Anyway, yep, sleep gaming. And for some reason, I guess they've just given it to a bunch of minnows. Because how many sleepers do we have? We have Kafka, we have Erato, we have Titi now. We have Blemishine. Who else does sleep? Oh yeah, Black Knight. Is Black Knight fucking Minos as well? No, she's like Australian or something. She's Australian, never mind. She's Australian. Yeah, she's Australian. Sora. Yeah, actually, yeah, Sora, true. Oh yeah, Iris has sleep as well. There's like a surprising amount of them, but it's just that like it's the actual sleep part is so niche. Your Perfumer is Minos, but Perfumer doesn't have sleep. So. Oh yeah, Confess has sleep. That's weird. Like on deployment. Necros has sleep? She has sleep? El Banana has sleep? Like on one of the skills, I'm assuming? Uh-huh. Two enemies to sleep. Can she target sleeping enemies? Does she just put them to sleep and then like can't do damage? Okay, well she does damage to the target every 0.5 seconds, okay, but like they take dot damage essentially, but yeah, Kafka's sleep is really used a lot in challenge stuff. Yeah, Erata we already checked it. International laws in turn, no one attacks sleeping people. Okay, but what about all the operators who do specifically attack sleeping people? So the fucking wait, the cats, the palicos have sleep? What's their fucking what's their oh there's Terror Research Commission. They do put the target to sleep for 1 second. Stuns target for 0.1 seconds. Oh, because it has because it has a chance to do one of them. You surprised some of our employees are committing war crimes? Well, because some of the ones who are attacking the sleeping people, okay, would not seem like the people to do it, okay? Blemishine is one of them. Blemishine is one of them. Do we have... I'm wondering, does IS have many sleep relics, like, at all? I feel like there's very few sleep relics in IS. Maybe they'll start adding more. Or at least adding some. I feel like there's probably at least one or two that maybe make the enemies go sleep or something, but... Look at her skin. Whose skin? Yeah, Blimmy has sleep, yeah. Blimmy has to use defensive recovery, so it's allowed. What does that mean, it's allowed? Oh, true. Oh, yeah, never mind. Yeah, Blimmy, it's true. Blimmy's skin is evil. She does become bad mummy. It's the classic meme of... Hello, ma'am. And your son calls me mommy, too. Cannot the sleep goat. Anyway, he's cool. Actually, I don't have to. The operator out of here that I want the most is the freebie. I just want this guy. Cannot this TT. Be evil with me. Funny pumpkin. Oh, yeah, there is a bit of a funny pumpkin, isn't there? Also, for some reason, there's a cat. You're a horse, ma'am. Ma'am, you're a horse. Why do you have a cat? Even if it's supposed to be like an evil witch or something. Also, who's that in the back? Who's over here? Who are you? Also, I mean, this is clearly is this Nero or something? it has horse. It has horse ears. The pumpkin has horse ears. Oh, it's Snowscent. Yeah, and Shamar is here. Because I was wondering, like, wait, which part skin set was this part of? Because obviously you often do see the other skins in the other skin art. Okay, it's Snowscent and Shamar. And then you have whoever this is. I feel like it would fit if it's just Neil, like, hey, sister, please, put on this pumpkin. Put on pumpkin, please. Then, also, yeah, it is just Miss Christine. It's not just a cat. It is actually Miss Christine. I didn't see the double tail. Oh, yeah, this is Cruz. True. This is Cruz. I didn't even notice. There's so many pumpkins. There's like 4 characters in one skin. 5, technically, now, because Miss Christine is a character now as well. So many characters in one skin. Everyone's here. I'm thinking this is probably Margaret. Like, it seems like the thing. Like, she would just stand there because she asked. Maria asked, like, hey, can you put on this cloak and pumpkin hat? Wishlash would not be just kind of standing there. She'd be doing like a pose or something. You know? This energy is Margaret. Anyway. Cool peoples. And yeah, the Enter skin isn't out for some reason yet. Interlekia skin is not out yet. It's a little funky. Also, we have the cat, obviously, from Pepe event. Cloud Beast or whatever. TT just fucking dying. She looks so much younger in a lot of the CGs. Also, this palace. Covered in apples. Probably fucking hung over. Here as well. In CGs, TT looks like younger for some reason. What's that cat's deal again? It's like a sort of Beast Lordy, I think. I'm not sure if it's a full Beast Lord or like part of one or something. And yeah, it's just an art style difference. Yeah, okay, she's just a Beast Lord. Yeah, I think they were just. There was also. So I think the cat is the Beast Lord, and then there was like some lower level ones that were like underneath her. There was like a dog or something as well. If it's a Castle of Dreams, then all of the Mujika squad is already there. They're somewhere inside. I mean, the colors and everything are correct, so. Yeah, there's a cat, which is a Beast Lord, and then I think it had like some not quite Beast Lords that it commanded. Some dogs and stuff. Dude, this is still so good. It's still really like just this like art piece. But also, what is this? What is the event name? It's just her name, Bound. Medjerigiri. Bound. Is it bound like to bind something, or is it bound as in like towards a thing? I don't know. I still find there's still something. There's also still something about how Palace is just kind of standing here, like. Most excited for Palace screen time? Real though? For real? For real? the actual true value of the event. Suddenly went quiet. Oh yeah, this just has like a quiet spot in the middle. Or because of some real fucking silly like copyright or something. You know, we also have the fan trailer. Fan trailer as well. Made by a whole bunch of people. Long credits, obviously it's you know, the same names multiple times, but just wait for you to translate it again. Also Palace mentioned. Palace seen. Subtitle isn't what is the subtitle? Is it Athenius' Revenge? Or something? Also, I mean, it has a bunch of Greek. It also just has a bunch of Greek. Like, there's the subtitle, and then there's also just a bunch of Greek underneath it as well. Crazy that people dedicate this amount of work for a fan trailer. This one probably does seem like this is like a very coordinated effort. It's longer than the official trailer, which is crazy. Decans of AK graphics. Dude, they even like even the mimic of how it like starts and everything. I can read. Bo. Erato, by the way. Medal set. It really is actually just like they've fucking nailed the like pacing.
A true hero like Miss Palace, but I can at least try. Can't
English dub, no way.
Together. I offer myself as a humble physician. Water.
They got everything.
My past has little meaning, but should you wish to know, offer me a drink first.
Phantom.
As history bends, we encounter each other.
Palace. Okay, for real though, where is Palace Alt? 5-2D.
Expectations.
Yo. Oh, ooh, the Ooh, a little bit of Kevin Penkin in the music there. Maybe intentional, maybe not. Don't stab yourself. Bad idea. Prologos. Heroikon ergon. Man, they even have the they even have the skins and modules. Yo, logos! Yo, huge new logo skin. Estella skin. Sylar? No, Indigo, sorry. I thought it was Sylar for a moment. Vina? Vigna, not Vina. Even having the skins and everything.
From my lines, my roles
Phantom? Oh, sorry, Tragodia, wrong one.
Clinging to this mask.
I mean, okay, well, it would kind of actually make sense to have like a Tragodia skin for like a Greek tragedy, you know? The furniture set and everything. Actually downloaded the entire style. It's crazy, man. That's some work. That is some work. Okay, but for real though, where actually is Palace Alt? For real. Can I get Palace Alt? Low-key, biggest Palace fan here? We found out how Vigna is pronounced in Italian. I'm sure the G is silent. Plus, I'll say for Minos any event. Yeah, it's true. This is the Minos setup event. Next one, Palasalt. It'll happen. I still need OG Palace. Oh yeah, she's in Colonel now. I have OG Palace. I have her. Actually, it's crazy work though. These names are so silly. Good work, everyone. It really is actually just downloaded the entire style. I just transitioned. Congrats, I guess? Huh? I know what you mean. OG Palace or Palace Altar first? Well, first we have to see if Palace Altar is even a thing. Also, hello, it's me. I'm here. I'm in my recommendeds. Interesting. How long is this silent bit here? It's like a good minute or something. It's crazy. Fuck YouTube match. What did they do? What did YouTube do? Why are they being mean? Okay, what do we comment for their engagement? Wait. Palace out where for real? So bad on mobile? Oh, yeah, it might be. Well, Twitch isn't fucking much better on mobile, let's be real. Comment. Bravo Malaka. Is this Greek? Sorry, the funny cat is 6 hour, the first Minos event. But it's like Minos Sargon event. It's kind of like half and half. Well, maybe not half and half, but... you comment. Sorry, funny cat is a 6-star. Yeah, I think on mobile, actually, I would also rather do YouTube. Twitch, mainly because Twitch mobile is fucking actual dog shit most of the time. Well done, jackasses. Maybe I won't then, okay? Where is my Palace Altar? Actually is insanely well done, though. Alright, Hypergriff, start hiring them. They already have your entire style down, okay? Actually, the connection between Egypt and Greece. An entire dynasty was Greek. Twitch on mobile is so dog that the browser works somehow better. It's fucked up. Yeah, bro. So I guess we could actually transition into game. If we want to do... We can see what my auto deploys for... Loud Amia. Loud Amia. I have not done anything here. Oh, you can also do these again. Oh god. Oh no, no. Oh no, no. Oh, no. Okay, good. I don't actually have a reason to, I think, do these again. Other than just maybe for fun, but... How do you have so much money? Play for 5-something years and don't level up everything, I guess. What do I need to do for all my certificates? Like 1 billion things, don't I? AS7, AS8, AS9, EX8. Wait, where did the rest come from? Are they actually not in here now? Are they actually on the stages? Where are all these from? Well, some of them you buy, obviously. Some are in store. Where's store? Where's store? Oh my god. Grand Bazaar, there. Is it with the minigame? Oh god, I actually have to do the minigame again? Somewhere in here, obviously. Was it actually in the minigame? Oh, they actually lock him as well. Oh my god. That's why it's so quiet soon. For real, for real? But you have some stages, but usually you have obviously a bunch of stages. They're not in reward now. They're for Tryzyn in rewards here. Maybe it is part of the minigame. We're in the reward track. Oh. Oh. Forgot about that. Forgot about that. Okay, but could you give me Narantuya? You don't have her? If I do your minigame again, do you give me Narantuya? Did I? Like, trim and everything? Presumably. Which one's a trim for? This trim, okay. Limbus is like to borrow. Or something. Yeah, this minigame is really fun. Okay, well, we still have... We want to do AS5 still for the dupe. AS6, frankly, for the module data blocks. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at least. And then EX8CM. Also fucking vibes. What is my auto deploy? Something. What's that item in the background? Too late. I've gone. I've disappeared into the map. Where is my Ascalon? I'm pretty sure Ascalon is supposed to be in like most of these clears. That's kind of fucking loud. What's so loud? I check what my auto deploy is and just go, what the hell was I cooking? Yeah, dude, it's so crazy when you actually get some of the really early ones. Nowadays, you know, I look at my auto deploys and they actually just kind of make sense. Because they're like not from that long ago. But man, back in the day, once you were looking at like your year 1 auto deploys when the events came back around, it's like, holy moly, I was struggling. But now, like, my auto clears now for me pretty much just look like something I do, like, today as well. So, they're lacking the soul. They don't have that early game soul anymore. I'm too bourgeois. At least I'm just using, like, Sargon people. And, White Pharaoh, of course. Anyone who has skins. Is that why Gavial is here as well? Does she have a skin? Eunectus is here for some reason. I guess she's also Sargon. Seen Cookie ending of the reading stream today? What happened? What did... What happened? Also, he ended already? Thought it was going longer. Did he only end up doing Walking the Dust because he realized it took a while to get through? He was supposed to go through Vigilo as well. What is she doing? I do like, however, how, you know, I have Carnelian in here with a winter skin. Bro, EP? Makes sense. Okay, never mind. I was losing it throughout the Vigilo readings. Okay, no. Can't utter a word. Okay, he was a bit sleepy, I see. That's a slur. It's our gold neon devil. Making up lines while reading the dialogue. Unk, please. Vigilos may be important to understand as well. I got a message real quick. Never mind, she's, I guess, she's just here because kind of Sargon related. That works. Was Vigilo boss rush in gameplay? Back? When I going BOC Hodor, right? Who is this slur every creepy's mentioned? You know if it's a him. Oh, was it Vigilo that was the boss rush? Huh, maybe it was. Oh, yeah, no, it was right after Vigilo? I feel like it was after, yeah. I don't remember what the fuck the Gilo stages were. What is she even doing? What is Weeby doing? What was I cooking here? Just doing her clearly. One after another back to back. Oh. I'll sleep for every second stream. This is an early stream as well. Why is he sleep deprived in the stream that's earlier in the day and not super fucking late? Actually, I was wondering if Cookie did post the Arknights Enfield identity video or something. I was wondering if I'd watch it. But he might be sleeping now. I can't ask for permission. If he's all eeped out. Already sleeping on stream on the day before? What is he up to? What's wrong with him? Brother, asleep! Horror Skin where he has a new family behind him. No, you don't have to cut off the message, that's just true. I know the video's up now. Or it has been up. But if he's sleepy, then I can't ask him for permission to watch it. Next stage should probably be something different, because I'm assuming I have a trust farm on the next stage. Well, these ones are like whatever. Apparently I didn't make trust farms for any other stage though, the boss stage then. Which is interesting. Flint! No way! Flint Gaming! Flint Gaming. I'm pretty sure this is a farm stage. Apparently I just didn't farm this one. I guess I only farmed one stage for this one. I've always just had enough of everything else. Oh, there's a funny cat! Cat. Cat. Mini boss cat. Don't know how, what mini boss cat even did, because Oh, is this canon in IS6s for face-offers? By the way, speaking of IS6 face-off, I don't think I've won a I got a module. I don't think I've won a single IS6 face-off yet, by the way. I've tried a couple, I don't think I've won a single one. What even are the, okay, so it's these. Is 9 a farm stage? Okay, 9 is also a farm stage. What is these? Did I do, maybe I did these two. Okay, that's a trust farm. That's a trust farm. However, now I have 269 of them. I don't really need to. I guess I can farm these. And maybe these. Not that I have much anyone I think I literally only have Radiant to trust farm. I haven't unlocked face-offs nodes in the skill tree for that exact reason. What the hell? Oh, look, what do you mean? My account is bricked, man! It's bricked! I'm fucking bricked! Wait. Okay, let me check this.
I should catch up with you.
The game can clear itself while we.
I'll figure out when. I should catch up with this story tomorrow. Or something. I'll figure out when. Holy shit. Quick chat. Ask me a question before I tune out of this stream. Now's your chance. They say that when someone's drunk, they are more honest. Tell me to say something that I can answer you while I'm unhinged. Am I dead yet?
Really thinking for a long time.
There was a chance. How do I feel about my viewers?
What do you mean there was a chance? Huh? He's suddenly Chinese? Chinese? Oh, just Happy New Year? What is this clip? 7 views, boobies? Huh? The heck?
ってるようなそんな日がきっと来るって私信じてるから
It was a little EP maybe. Happy New Year or something. Yeah, I think the ranged melee restriction is a very silly idea. For face-offs. This is also, yeah, okay, this is also, you know, a trust farm.
命を奪うようなことはいたしません怪我はさせません
At least presumably. I'll probably have to replicate this as well.
気をつけて私がお守りします
Probably it is.
鮮血が武器を染め戦場を沸き立たせるハゲスが捕らえさせない
Ascalon Gaming?
姿を映している
I wonder if there's any specific timing here if I just deploy everything as it is.
温度安定しています
I know I'm not clicking the boobies clip. It is also clearly AFK. I'm hiding part of it. I'm hiding the blue box entirely. Why are the fire and flames? And the thing, all these, the crystal thingies or whatever, they just get fucking deleted by Ascalon. Look at the speed at which they move. Ascalon just shreds the crystals so fast. Poor cat. Mummy cat. It's so funny seeing how quickly this disappears. What did I just do? Oh, I removed some. Okay, I used one of the items somewhere. I'm not aware. This is one of this man's specialists in the EX8 CM. No! My CM! I don't know what my CM... Because they don't let me auto-deploy CMs. Let me auto-deploy CM, okay? Look, I don't know what I fucking did or how I cleared it last time. It's probably not the same as the normal clear either if they banned specialists. I'm presuming at least. Fucking deleted, gone. Edge. Okay, what did I do in EX8 CM? If this auto deploy has specialists, I'm cooked. Okay, sure. Never mind. Okay, but what did I actually do? What did I actually do? I must have done this based on like I can't use the specialist for CM, so okay. Myrtle, Blaze Gaming. Double Aya Gaming. Facing each other. And then obviously I'm Nightingale. See? Myrtle's still in here for a little bit. And then Ifrit, then Mountain. Is that it, or am I using Thorns as well? I'm assuming I'm using Thorns as well. If he's in here. Oh, maybe it's Suzuran as well. Okay, right, you wait for Thorns to this guy to go past so Thorns can Thorns. Okay, where's Suzuran? I wonder how AFK this is, however. I also don't know if there's any specific timing I have to care about other than the Thorns deployment. When did I put in Suzuran? I'm assuming I put in Suzuran at some point. Where's Suzu? Error is detected. You know, we're good. I'm clearly waiting for something. Stats. Don't call him poop. Does this beam again? Wow. When the hell do I put in Suzuran? I'm assuming I put him in at some point. Oh, so I give him a break. Yeah, he was like essentially dead for who knows how long, like 1,000 years. He does this funny thing. He gets some shield. Presumably doesn't matter a whole lot because he can't fucking kill anything anyway. Do I not use Suzuran? Is she just there for fucking, like, moral support? I could deploy her. IS6 is AFK gaming purple. Never mind. Okay, never mind. Apparently Suzuran is just there for moral support or something. Because now it's just this. Okay, sure. Whatever. We'll just let it go. I'll take a little bit of extra event currency, I guess. Then we'll try and see if this actually works on CM as well. I just need to remember what the fuck I actually was supposed to do. I mean, it's just Myrtle, Blaze, both Ayas, Nightingale, then Ifrit Mountain, and then Thorns once Zubair has moved. Because the challenge mode is just no specialist, and this is already like... Zubair gameplay was a poor showcase how the Sarkhan and Dop cards are. They're supposed to be the Emperor's Blades of the South. Yeah, but also it's not like Zubair was taking it seriously. Okay, I did release just specials on first kind of input. Just a second. Don't stop scattering. Get back here. Okay, well, that's not the team that I'm using. I need Nightingale and Aya. I need Blaze, Mountain. I need... Oh, I also need Thorns. Thorns Gaming? I don't know why I keep putting confirm. I could just pick everyone. Suzerain was apparently just fucking, like... emotional support? I'll just take, like... No, never mind, I can't... Well, no, I don't take her. It's a specialist. Not allowed. I can take, like... I don't know. I just take, like, Scotty as, like, a little extra... emotional support. Or I could have Monster in there for fun. What else did I need? I need Aya, S2. Oh, and I need Ifrit, S2. Is that everyone? Oh, Myrtle. Myrting. Is when modules can be changed in auto deploy? I think, yeah, I think auto deploys at some point, indeed, they just like end up putting the module there, even if you didn't do the auto deploy with the module. It's so funny. Because Scotty we can actually put in to do something, except there might be targeting reasons to not put Scotty. But it also might not matter like at all if I just deploy. Because the last operator deployed was Thorns. As long as I deploy Scotty before Thorns, it doesn't matter. Shouldn't at least. I think. Is that everyone I need? I think so. Yep. Okay. See what happens. Or do I fuck something up? I feel like the start there looked like something could fuck up. Thorn, like, Blaze was really, like... Ow. Blaze was really, like, tight on the timing of does she kill stuff fast enough. Then we wait until we have enough to do both A's at the same time. Because I think we want to do... We do caster first and then healer. Close. Where's the retry button, by the way? I had to put them slightly earlier. Because the dude actually did some damage. No, not auto deploy. Challenge one, please. Shaking my head. Is it Myrtle can take the one hit because then the guy leaves. Yeah, at least we don't lose sanity anymore. No, there's nothing else. Because we have to wait a little bit because I'm assuming Aya would die very quickly to this guy. I don't know if we're quite enough here. Okay, because now she gets some immortality or whatever. We're gaming there, and then we have to just kind of... Myrtle has to be here for still some DP, but also to, like, I guess block some of these. I think that's the thing. Otherwise you end up a little bit... whatever. Because it's Ifrit, then Mountain. If I want to put Scotty in, I should actually be putting Scotty in, like, same time that I put in... Like, before I put in Ifrit, I think I should also put in Scotty. I can actually put Scotty in already to charge. It was good enough that Scotty was here. I don't think I think I can use. Wait until we have enough to put all of them. Never mind, it was too much damage. Really? Doesn't follow his own tutorial. Look, well, if let's see, if I don't put Scotty in, do they still fucking die, or do I need like a tiny bit of something there for them to not die? It might be the cross explosion on Scotty, though. I mean, otherwise the cross explosion would just be on Nightingale. But I guess it may be too much if there's two of them. It might be because there's cross explosion on Scotty and Nightingale there. It might be the combo. Or we actually just have to get... Okay, yeah, because now we get the cross... Well, maybe I need to get Ifrit in earlier. Maybe I do actually need to get Ifrit and Mountain in on time. So that the explosion goes to like Mountain and stuff. Like, it might just be a targeting thing. I'm getting so many DMs on fucking Discord. You can't hear them, but I can fucking... They're popping up on my side of my screen. So I guess we just wait for Ifrit Mountain and see what happens. Now it was fine. I mean, yeah, an extra Vanguard obviously would have been fine. She isn't it? The bear has moved out of the way. We can put in Thorns was here, yeah. So that she reaches anyway. It doesn't actually matter. I don't think I want to put Scotty here, because if I put Scotty here, then it'll be double cross on here. I think we just go with this. It probably still just goes. I have to activate Thorns a couple of times. Thorns is on a different module now, however. Though I also was wondering if some of these didn't even have modules on the original code. So yeah, Thorns is on a different module. Thorns is on Paralysis module. Game a little loud, maybe? It's mainly fucking Mountain being so loud. I also can't use a totem. I do have a lot of totems that I could just use for fun. But the crystals were useful because they actually, you know, Thorns gets to charge off of them. Now Thorns is gaming. Like now, if I want, I could do for fun. Do your fucking thing again. Move a little bit faster. Get in range, please, so we can start killing you. Man, he really likes channeling that one, huh? He uses it so frequently. Fucking loud ass Mountain. He keeps doing it. He really loves it. I can't put it here then. I can put it over here. Can I? Okay. Get blasted, stupid. We can technically give him slightly less shield if we use some totems here at like transfer spot. That's like the best direction to put this. Just like. I think he still gets. There's enough that he just gets the max shield anyway. I think it doesn't matter. It's so loud. Get fucking paralyzed, stupid. died before it mattered, but you know. Slowly but surely. Feels like he does even less in phase 2. He did like... he did like 1 channeling attack in phase 2. What does he use his skills more? I mean, he gets like slightly more stats or something. Like a normal attack actually hit a little bit, but... Oh, there is also... There is a fucking hole. Someone has just pushed him into a hole. Which is karma, you know, cats push stuff off like tables and so on, so it's only fair that he gets pushed into a hole. Incredible. Goodness, Ifrit. I haven't heard of Ifrit's voice, the victory voice line for a while. You know, give me my papyrus dupe and my furniture, and then I guess we do the mini game, because I guess we do mini game because that's where apparently where the rest of my oh, we have an animation. Oh, I didn't play the animation on rerun, of course. We can also buy them from here. I do wish there was an easier way to actually track that you've like gotten all of the certs. Right? Like, why can't this like show me that like, hey, I've like, where did you get it and so on, you know? Mini Annie? Is there? There's the Mini Annie. So do we get anything from the Mini Annie? I mean, there is an MO one. We get anything from it though? How do we get anything? I mean, I guess it's free event points because you get a mission for it, but it costs 0 stamina. That is true. It is free event points. Okay, these I don't have to do for furniture. I could just farm up the currency. But I guess we have to actually do this. I just have to remember how this shit actually worked, but you know. I remember just fucking getting shit and then just moving them around and like trial and erroring my way through. So funky, we get 4 tutorials again. It's just a thingy. Just look at the shapes, right? Shape gaming. See, I just did like... I'll just move them around and see like, oh, what's the biggest number? Meow, meow. Tempering specialty. I mean, they just give them to me for free. Also, except it's making you do the tutorial stages, but it doesn't actually like give you the tutorials again. It's just like click through the stages. Also, am I not doing the exact same thing? Well, I guess, all right, okay, yeah, right. They normally give you the tutorial, like, oh, you can upgrade the thingy. I can refresh it in 99. The hell? Is that more? The exact same? How is it the exact same? Is it? Never mind, it's not the exact same. It's actually less. It doesn't do anything. No, because it doesn't. I don't have the thing to transfer it from. Okay, yeah, that's why. And that doesn't do anything. Okay. Wow, it's a fucking useless. Bim boom, bim boom. Upgrades, no way. A new workbench, no way. And then, because then it's just like, you know, like, because you just look at the like, this goes into this and this goes here and here and here. Yeah, these are a little funny, these tutorials, when they don't actually give you the tutorial bit. It's just like... it's the tutorial stages without the tutorial text. Wow. Incredible. Filtration specialty. I guess now we get the blue stuff and then other stuff as well. Yeah, for some of the later ones, you do actually have to like either plan ahead or just like, you know, trial and error it. Okay, this turns into this and this. It is kind of a fun minigame though, yeah. It's not out of the minigames that they've done, this is very much on the better end. The more fun end. No, I can just afford them both. Never mind. Because which ways do these go again? Yeah, because they go this way. Yeah. And if you will tell you to click on the X to close menu after 60 hours of playtime, please don't. Don't do the funny. And then this one where you need blues and these to go into the next form. Wow. Sure. Except it doesn't matter because like I don't have enough space for it yet anyway. Just upgrade my thingy. Sure, give me a workbench. Sure, give me one of these. I don't think it actually does anything for me. I think this is the best thing that... this is fucking barely anything. Does this actually give me more? Yeah. It does. Oh, I get 6,000. Some people unironically need that. Don't say that. Don't say that, please. And now if I want to make some blues, I can make blues. Wow. 0 for refresh. Upgrade me. Save my money. Still makes like nothing. Bing bom, bing bom. Not speaking about no VTuber in particular. Huh? Which one of them? Which one needed the X? Designed crack. Oh, yeah, because what is this? It's fucking Balatro. Multiplication specialty. I mean, I feel like this was the... Multiplication was just like the fucking meta. If I remember correctly, you just spam multiplication for most of it and win. Multiply me. No, I can just buy them both again. Actually, what's the best way to... Oh yeah, it's actually better to put it this way. Bim, bom, bim. Refresh me. Multiplication. Bim, bom, bim. What the heck is this? That's all ass. Gaming? Oh god, what the fuck? I turned it into this thing. Uh-oh. How have I turned it into that thing? What happened? Do I get the same amount no matter what I do? I think I do. I don't think it matters for this one, but... More multiplication. Multiply me. I accidentally changed one of my thingies into something I didn't want, but okay. I don't remember YouTube recommended Enfield stream to me. I lost the hair I had left watching that night. Then. Wow, cleared. Okay, here's the course part. Okay, so indeed, are the furniture... Yeah, okay, there's one furniture. Another. How far does it go? 25, 30, Okay, 30 is the last one for certificates. So like kind of the up to where it matters. Of course, it's free materials for going, like, you know, beyond that, but I mean, we mainly just have these, don't we? I mean, okay, well, they give us both for free, so it doesn't matter. I like how this one literally does nothing. Oh, I also actually really want that one as well. Yeah, we'll buy workbench. Does this one do anything for us? Sure. Actually, I don't think it does do anything. No, this one, we start getting something. Now it actually does something for us. Yeah, it's the last. Because we make these first and then we make them. Because these... Never mind, this order does matter. How does this order matter? It's not like you need free mats. Exactly! I don't need free mats. I'm gaming. Okay, they actually give us some of these. I don't have the space for it anyway, though, in my workbench, so it doesn't really matter. Refresh me. None of these do anything for me. Nope. Surely I just clear. I just clear barely. We upgrade. Multi-gaming. We can upload this though. Upload? Upgrade. We can get this thing. I guess we just grab this thing instead of multiplication. We can also just refresh. Oh, we can actually do this one now. Sure. We don't have the space for everything, but... That's actually not enough. Oh, no! Because... What if we do these? Actually not gonna be enough! Oh no, I fucked up! I've upgraded the wrong things. Oh no. Never mind, my target score is 2,400. I'm fucking stupid. I don't know how. I guess I saw that as a 3. How did I look at that, huh? He's fucking stupid. Are these the exact same scores? No, it goes down ever so slightly every time. Because we have some of these. We make more. Well, I mean, we still have it. I just looked at it wrong. Yo, multiplication gaming! I mean, we can make a bunch of multiplications. We can make a bunch of this stuff and then just... Doesn't let me upgrade? Why you not let me upgrade? Oh, because they're different. Oh, because they're different ones. I had the... I don't need this one. This is just shit. This is just bad. It's just a worse one. I don't have money. I accidentally bought this one. It's useless. Can't even sell it. Scamage. Oh, whatever. We do this. No, except we... I think we just want to do... We probably just want to do this. Is that more? Then... But first of all, let's use the good one of these. They look the exact... Okay, this is the better one. Okay, never mind. We don't need to use this one. Wait, 4,810 versus... Okay, yeah, indeed. That's the wrong one. Someone just waiting for me. No. Oh, that's in class. Level 19, just barely. Target score for 12 rounds. I like how it says round 15 material, so it's just the same materials up until then. Mostly red. Then suddenly teal. Multiplication gaming? 1 into 3, 1 into 2. I mean, just grab both of them. I don't have money, so it doesn't matter. Bling bling. Upgrade me. Refresh me. With multiplication gaming. This can actually do something. Because we get more of these. So, sure. We don't have the workbench space for it right now, but anyway, but... Bling bling. Upgrade me. Bling bling bling. Refresh me. Upgrade me. I could buy this. We just need an extra bench to actually make use of it. I'll buy just in case. Won't do anything for us right now, but... Bling bling bling. We just don't have the space. Oh, we can upgrade bench though. Okay, we just upgrade bench and then fucking don't get to do anything, so... Now we can use both of these. Bling bling bling. I'll take it, sure. Refresh me. Yes, upgrade me. So yeah, the order for these doesn't matter because it's fucking multiplication, so the order doesn't matter. Math. I mean, it is just math minigame. Wow, fucking nothing. I think I just saved my money. What's my target? View target. It does not tell me my target. Okay, cool. I think I make it quite easily. So. How about you give me something useful? What the hell? I guess I can grab this. And I could have this just for like... This isn't even the basic one. Never mind. It's not even the basic one. We can use this. If we get... Once we get another space, we can use this one. So... We take it and just live off of this. Upgrade. I didn't take the bench upgrade. I'm stupid. I forgot my bench upgrade. I'm scanning myself. And we still clear, but my bench up. Give me bench. Fucking useless. Don't even refresh. Just go. Bing bong, bing bong. 10 out of 12. 1 into 5. Actually, probably just better than using one of these. Honestly, I think we just refresh the seed. Oh my goodness. Large gaming. I think it's literally just better to put all 3 of these. $14,000 versus... Yeah, exactly. I remember struggling so much with one specific one because I can't fucking read. Many such cases. We take him. I don't think that even does anything for us, but... We could just... This is the last round. We could just refresh. Not that we can buy anything because it costs 4. Okay, how much does this? That it clears, but can we do more? 25,000 versus... Well, okay. They're very similar. But this is ever so slightly more. What about the Nightmare Full RNG stock market? That was Aya. Yeah, that was the Aya summer event. Aya altar event. 29? What was it? 35 was... Was it 30 or 35 was the last? Or it's 30. Wow. Really? I'm 1 level off? You put me 1 level off from the last? And at least the music is vibing. Look, just get... No, the red meta. No, red is bad meta. Tweed. Do we just upgrade or do we take the level 2? I think we just take the level 2 though. We can take both, never mind. They want us to use reds. They want to be red gaming. Okay, yeah, it's really just red gaming. I see how it is. Wait, oh, never mind. Oh, it's fun. Oh, this is a whole different thing. Wait. Huh? Oh no, I didn't read. No. I can't do anything, can I? Because I just have these. I can upgrade. Didn't even get my level 30. What do they mean? Where's my reading? Techniques are expanded after single use and need to be repurchased from the merch shop. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, so I only want to use one. So Is it... But I have to grab all of them? No, but I just have to save it. But how can I save it? Huh? Click on it. Oh no, what am I missing? Oh no, I'm being stupid. Why can't I remember this? I know it says priority over the technique takes effect at the technique area and does not work. Oh. Uh-huh. But then it doesn't show you the score? Because it doesn't show you score updating. I'm like, I put this in and I was like, score, not updating. Why do I not remember this? I did this shit on original run. Because now this... Wait, so... Why do I not remember this at all? In the original, like, version? Confusion? I mean, multiply me? Upgrade me? I don't think I can buy both of these. Never mind, I can. I don't need both of them, but actually I can't even fucking do anything with this one. I'm stupid. I don't need to put them in. This one I have to put in. But it's also used. Oh yeah, because it's fucking used. What? So I need to check if I could do enough just like this, and I can. So I guess technically I could literally just put in this one and it clears. And this you can also only use once. I'll grab it. Also, you don't need as much bench space, obviously. Because you have 3 slots. I guess I need this one, so I can actually use this one. A different one. Different one. Just go to bench. Because how much does this... This gives me... Oh, fucking G, quite really? That just auto clears? Just auto clears? Upgrade me? Because you just, I'm assuming you maybe try and upgrade these as well so that they just, you know. And, okay, this upgrade is just extra production. could buy one of these. I mean, actually, well, because you can buy loads of these. You don't really need the bench space, so like... Upgrade that even more. Refresh me. I can buy so many. Who needs bench space? I'm wondering if I can upgrade this red one also, however, further, so that I can get this one upgraded so that it also doesn't get used. Because how much do I get out of these? Just these clear. So, well, actually, I have to put one in if I want to clear. But if I want to try and upgrade it. Okay, wait, also, is it? No, because, yeah, no, it's not showing how much. I like how the estimated score is 4,540, even though I have nothing in. Then if I put these in, then it's like more. Anyway, I need very little to actually clear. So I could just use, like, this one. Also, oh, that was, never mind. That was the last round. I didn't realize it was the last round. So there's only 2 more. But also, we got our furniture. 415 intelligence certificate. And we bought everything from here, right? Yippers. We can also buy one papyrus. How many... What can we... Oh, I mean, we can empty almost everything. 1,800. Then we can empty skill books. We can empty XP. And we have 245 left for buying a little bit of... Whatever. I annoyingly have 5. 5 left. I can't go to 0. Epic. I'm pretty sure in just... When I... Well, first of all, I do not remember that, like, originally. That particular thing. I don't know how I did it last time. I've just, like, blocked it from my mind, apparently. Yeah, I don't know how I have specifically 5. I'm assuming I, like, you know, I didn't get, like, some certificates from some event. So then it's left me with, like, a weird amount of tickets. So that I can't, like, empty stuff out. One message hidden from likely spammer. I like how someone joined the Discord server. One message hidden from likely spammer. But also the message is the join message. So interesting. I mean, they do look suspicious, one might say. Engage in suspected spam activity. I have in my mod view. Interesting. I'm kind of tempted to just kind of instantly blast them, you know? They're in the rivals. For some reason, they have the tag for Marvel Rivals. Bro's carbon footprint on an Instaban. I mean, the account is over a year, or about a year old. But there's not like the account is fully new, but it's just looking at like the icon and stuff. I don't know. They're a little sus. So we'll see. I know I've missed some events, at least for intelligence certificates, because See, the thing is, right? The thing is, you also get intelligence certificates from things such as the collab event. At the very least, I've missed the collab event rerun. Because I didn't get the furniture from the collab event. Maybe their name is triggering the spam detection. I don't know. Stupid, I used to not buy furnitures year one. It's one of those things where like someone does have to tell you like, hey, by the way, buy the furnitures. Like, if you can, buy the furniture. Of course, the thing is that it didn't like... Were intelligence certificates a thing from the first rerun? I don't think they were. I think they only added in intelligence certificates later down the line. When I started, they weren't a thing right away. Also, yeah, technically, yeah, as long as you can buy all the random, it doesn't really matter. That's the only one that matters is the random. In, you know, like truly, for real, for real. Anyway, we did essentially complete as much of the event. I guess we could make trust farms here. Buy furniture. Don't buy, maybe not with OP, but buy the event furniture on the first runs. Obviously, on rerun, it doesn't matter anymore if you didn't buy the first time. They were the intelligence certificates on Granny rerun already? I feel like they only added in them like later. Someone told me Harold and Undyne weigh more than Sujang the giant dragon. Aura, I think. It was on Granny, well, because I mean Granny rerun is the first rerun. I just don't remember certs being there already. But however, obviously for Granny rerun, I did not have certs. I started right before Granny rerun. So never mind, the certs were from first rerun. Granny is the first rerun. So obviously I just missed like a first year-ish of events and didn't get the intelligence certs from those. Because the first rerun event I had was Wollomond. Except this actually probably wasn't the first because of weird schedule differences, but... I guess I get some of the aggregate cycle scene. I do not need grindstones. I have 270 of them. I guess I could use some Oriron clusters. How many clusters do I... Well, I have 50-something clusters, but how many... Okay, I only have 132. Okay, I guess I'll get some Oriron. I'm lower on Oriron, of all things. Okay, sure. Sure, I guess I do Oriron. What was the map like? I could just mainly farm Oriron, I think. Because you do actually go through it sometimes surprisingly quickly. I mean, it's the mini boss one. I mean, I can very easily just set something up here. But actually, we keep Ascalon in. Radiant is the only one who actually has to be in here. Radiant is the only one who is not max trust. So. Radiant solo. And Radiant actually can do something on this one. She's leveled enough that she can actually, like, use summons. Actually, I wonder how much Radiant could just do by herself. Ascalon could be in here because it's Ascalon. But maybe we'll grab some others as well. That's the one. I guess we can get her just in case. We'll just grab some of the usual suspects for easy AFK gaming. We might want some healing. We might take an we might take a Nightingale. Oh true, her summons are fucking giga expensive. And she's only skill 7 because, you know, masters. Who did I have in the original clear? Well, because the original clear, never mind, the original clear was funky because it wasn't actually a trust farm. Yeah, I was using like, I was using random shit. I was just using Sargon people. We do need at least one more blocker, I think. For like the cat or whatever. Like mountain. It's probably more than enough already. Unless you want to go like faster. I guess we'll just check. Maybe one. We'll see. They might be slow, but it doesn't matter. Trust farms being fast doesn't matter as much now because you only have to do one run. Huge change. Yeah, we'll probably just put blazers over here. I mean, wondering. I actually, first of all, only need like one healer. I mean, wondering where do I put? Where do I actually put her? So that she cover, because I kind of want her to cover multiple lanes. Where she would just be, I guess, here or here facing up. Or she could be facing down to cover down here and destroy these. Back to this sitting through annihilation clears. No, thank you. I think we're good without. I just think I just do something like this. Now we have healings. And if we do like, because I either do this or I can do this. Maybe this is better because they drop this stuff over here. So then she can hit over here and start destroying them. Whoa, many guys! Will she leak? Okay, she won't. She's gaming. She's not leaking. We can just go overkill on the healing. I think Radiant will just be sitting there. We'll see what happens. It is uns Manga though. Remember falling asleep because I need to manually sit through each annihilation clear? I just put the game on second monitor and was like, okay, I'll chill now. Every week, yeah, just an hour of it sitting there on second monitor. I didn't put him on. I was thinking it probably did someone else then rather than Mountain. Maybe someone who did have a little bit of range or something. I don't know. Start enemies before going to sleep. Killing your phone battery. See, I was already on emulator, so I was not killing my phone battery for annihilations. Emulator second screen. Also, Ascalon's skin makes her kind of blend in, you know, like her aesthetic is now very fitting somehow. She has the same color scheme. Okay, it's just kind of slow because there's a guy don't die. I could have done this slightly earlier to speed it up, but... Oh, dude, Obsidian Festival where you had to farm stages twice. That was silly. That was a silly one, that's true. Well, I probably don't need to, but obviously if I need more currency suddenly to empty the store or something, I can just spam some early ones or EXs. Rerun stores are always really deceptive because it actually takes you a while to clear out this first page because it has like the dupes, which are still like the same price as before, and it has the headhunting permits and stuff. Like this page is actually fairly expensive to clear out, and like, damn, I'm almost running out of time. There's only like 2 days of event left. And then you clear the first page and you realize, oh, it takes like 300 fucking currency to clear out the rest. Yeah, Obsidian stages are good for module farming, yeah. Atto is week after. No, wait. No, Atto is next week. Never mind. Atto's next week. Atto's next week. Should be on the 16th, yeah. And right, yeah. The stream... Yes, Amil. The stream for... The global anniversary stream is January 10th, only if you're in fucking America, because it's 9 p.m. like middle of America time. It's not even like East Coast time or West Coast time. It's just like in the middle, I think. Which means that for Asia, it's in the morning. And for all of Europe, it's middle of the fucking night. Like, cool, thanks. It's UTC -7, yeah. Which is like fucking middle of America, isn't it? Yeah, because West Coast is -10. Oh, never mind. New York is East Coast. It's East Coast. Not East Coast. Yeah, no, East Coast. Never mind. I forgot East Coast is -7. I don't know why I thought it was like -5. That's because I'm on +2. Maybe that's why. I was like, it's 7 hours back, but I'm on +2, so it's 7 hours back from just GMT. Or from UTC 0, that's why. But yeah, it's fucking cooked for EU. Yep, we're also probably cooked for Enfield release time and everything as well, yep. EU just gets fucking scammed when it comes to some of these times, man. No, +3 is summertime. Normal time is +2. Summertime is +3. Or daylight savings time, which is summertime. But yeah, like for example, all the usual official Enfield posts and stuff, I think they happen like 5 a.m. my time. Which, by the way, really cool as the fucking idiot who decided to start running daily Enfield. But then their normal posting time is 5 a.m. my time. Me deep asleep for hours still. And we don't have the actual release time for Enfield. We just know that we have the date, but indeed we don't know how the date interacts with time zones. So you have the time. How would you have the time? Unless it's allegedly a leak of the time, which... I mean, I'm still expecting it. I'm expecting it to be middle of the night, yes. It's more so just, is it actually on Thursday night or Friday night? So... it's more so just indeed like which side of the indeed clock is it? Because yeah, Thursday's the 22nd, and if it's CN time 22nd, then it would be actually like Thursday 5 a.m. or whatever the fuck, probably. Because I'm pretty much expecting servers to open like same time as beta has. So, like my assumption is 5 a.m. I guess 5 a.m. Thursday, while betas have been 5 a.m. Friday. Because yeah, there's no official time for it that's out yet. Okay, now we're... oh, is this from like PlayStation or whatever, or wherever? We do have an image apparently. It looks weirdly official. I don't think we have all the pre-registration yet. Close. It's okay, yeah, indeed. Yeah, it's 21st US time. So when the fuck is it my time? Where the hell? Paris, France is close enough. Yeah, fucking middle of the night. Like 3 a.m. Actually, honest, that's not even that bad. That's, well, look, put it this way. 3 a.m. on Thursday morning or Thursday night, for me, is actually not the worst, if this is real. That's better than I was expecting. Because I was expecting like 5 a.m., which is just like disastrous. For the most part. Like, this one is, I think, better for me. Like 3 a.m., I actually can totally just be normally awake. For like 5 a.m. is the kind of time where like, oh god, I'm just falling asleep. I'm probably just staying up. I'm probably just gonna like take a nap. I'll take a long nap during the day or something and then just stay up. I'll take like a long nap in the evening and then like kind of wake up at like 3 a.m. for release and then just go like the entire day. I won't be able to stream the whole day because unless something happens, I will still have work on Thursday. So 5 a.m. could have been wake up early angle, at least for a normal human being, but not really for me. That's the problem. I can essentially do 3 a.m. instead as the wake up early angle. Sleep late on Wednesday, take a nap in the evening, and then just hop on at 3 a.m. and like essentially play over the night. Because the problem with like a 5 a.m. would be like, I'd wake up at like 5 a.m.-ish. I'd then play some hours, and then I kind of have to like hop off maybe to do some work stuff. Really kind of just means I can play a little bit longer, like right away. I mean, or we'll see. It might end up being like a thing where instead I stay up, we play for a couple hours, and then I kind of go to bed for a little bit before I wake up for some work stuff. And then we continue later. Counterpart during the day tomorrow or Thursday night? I think it's usual reset time for Thursday. Like now they're doing it on the usual reset. They don't do it like the day earlier. Actually, I'm not sure if it's actually on like the exact reset time. It might be a bit after, like not actually on the daily reset, but a couple hours later. Like same time that I guess maintenance would end. It's like sometime after midnight. Yeah. You will have to, yeah. You'll have to do Thursday work day, yes. You won't be able to do it like Wednesday during the day or something. You will have to wake up and do your Thursday obligations and then in the evening play it. I was staying up for GBF Guild War when I was in my 20s. Not staying up for release. I'm an old man now. I usually don't stay up for anything, but Enfield might be... Well, I say that. Actually, I do stay up for things. But the thing that I don't do anymore is like all-nighters. That's the thing that I just don't do anymore. Thank you for the 5 months of Prime, Baka. I don't know why I'm in Baka. Like a fucking chicken or something? Yeah, it's all-nighters is the thing that I don't do anymore. I do not enjoy all-nighters. Actually, I wasn't huge on all-nighters really ever. Yeah, okay, so it's probably 3 a.m. my time then. Which you'll see. Because in theory, like 3 a.m., if I take a nap in the evening or whatever, I can do like I can play for like until like 6 a.m. or something and then kind of go to bed for a little bit. Wake up, get some of the work stuff done, and then try and like hop off work early Thursday so that I can then play the rest of Thursday. Because then the problem, right? Because then we get to Friday. And Friday, and then we get to the weekend. We get to Friday and the weekend. Where I actually just get butt fucked. It is insane how bad the timing is that I'm genuinely away for pretty much all of Friday and Saturday. I would get back like sometime Sunday morning from this obligation that I cannot escape. Best case scenario is I get back Saturday, like late evening, which still wouldn't be stream time. So actually the only day I can actually play Enfield, like launch and whatnot, is actually Thursday. Because then I think on Friday, like afternoon, I have to leave like in the afternoon already. So I'm like, fuck me, man. I'm pretty much gone for all the possible Enfield hours on Friday. I'm gone for all of Saturday. And then Sunday I might be able to like do something. Fucking cooked. And it's not a work obligation either. Okay, now apparently it is the times from the PlayStation side, yeah. Okay. Well, this is the Game 8 site, but... Okay, apparently the PlayStation site does just have like a timer set up. The irony that daily Enfield can't play daily Enfield daily on release, right? Well, the thing is, I actually will be playing Enfield. I'll just be playing it on my phone as I'm away. So I can at least do like... I can get like progress done, I guess. But it is fucked up. That the one fucking weekend. The one weekend, maybe ever, that I truly would need to be just like, let me be at home. Happens to have something that was planned and dated like 6 months ago. Trust in daily Enfield to give me vids in the release weekend. For sure, for sure. Do you think they would have made any changes to early story? I don't think they would have made any significant changes, honestly. Like, mainly because the beta end, like the beta start / end, the beta is so close to release. Even if, yes, the beta isn't obviously like, you know, it's like an older version. It wasn't like dev version. I feel like the most is probably the latter half is a little bit more like finished or sort of polished. There was some parts on the latter half which seemingly seemed a little bit more still like less polished. But I feel like it's one of those where they won't have been able to do any like huge changes to early story stuff. Maybe they've made some changes to the tutorial parts of it, but not that there was that many tutorials in the actual like main story portion anymore, but prologue was changed. But I mean, you'll play through the prologue anyway. Like the prologue is not very long. Like that's you can just do. It's more so like all the early like Valley 4 stuff. Depends what their anti-cheat thinks of Linux. Time for IS6. I probably don't have time for IS6 today, no. I was actually planning on ending pretty soon here. Since we ended up faffing around. We had it because we had to actually do more gaming in the event because we had to do the mini game for our intelligence certs. Let's not do one fuck the story because the last minute changes. Yeah, well, it's a different kind of. WoWa is a different situation. I don't think they're a comparable situation in that way. Other than just like the general like, yeah, if they tried to actually completely revamp the story this late, I think it would end up probably even worse than what it was, you know. It's like mildly disappointing as it is. It would probably be a disaster if they tried to actually revamp the entire thing. I think it's one of those, it's like a, what is it? Sunk cost fallacy, that's the word I'm looking for. Sunk cost fallacy type of situation, but then also like the sunk cost is actually, it's not really a fallacy, it's just kind of real where like because they can't completely redo the entire Valley 4 story, they just have to salvage as much of it as they can and try and make it at least somewhat entertaining in some parts of it. So So I think it's one of those situations where they've already tried to rewrite it enough that it's like, look, the effort might be better put developing stuff better, like, because it's like, okay, if you're on like really shoddy like skeleton of a story already, then it's very hard to, without just like completely gutting it and doing it all over again, it's difficult to whatever. Yeah, Wuwa's thing is a whole different thing, where the between beta 1 and beta 2, I think, Wuwa did like a huge story rewrite. But like with Wuwa, the change was almost, because it wasn't just a story rewrite either, it was also like a complete visual rewrite as well and stuff. Like it was actually more, it was a more similar to thing. Like the difference from Wuwa Beta 1 to like Wuwa Beta 2 or release is almost more like the difference from Enfield Tech Test to Beta 1. It's like such a drastic change. So. Oh wait, was it Beta 2 story still? Maybe, never mind, maybe it was still the story actually still was Beta 2. Beta 1 to Beta 2, I think it was a visual difference, right? They made it a lot more, well, I mean, like colorful. It was a lot more like depressing looking in Beta 1, and then they made it less depressing looking in Beta 2. But maybe it was actually, yeah, then a big story change between Beta 2 and launch. But also, yeah, if there was a if it was 6 months between Beta 2 and launch as well, it's obviously quite different from Enfield, where Beta 2 and launch is like a month from beta ending to launch happening. Under a month, actually. So it's a little funky with the Beta 2, where it kind of feels like a lot of the feedback isn't then really something that they can necessarily implement right for launch, unless they were just, with the feedback, validating some of their existing plans or what they'd already done. Maybe they were just validating their ideas. Or then some of them are like longer term feedback, where it's like, what do you want to see, you know, going forward? Because otherwise beta is so close to release. Like there can't be any sort of big changes. Like even if people like really complain about something like, oh, I hate this thing, they can't actually make like huge changes unless they'd already made them. So never did get plastic surgery, yes. Which at first I was, yeah, not like, I was not necessarily, I was like, just based on the trailer and stuff, I was a little bit like, I don't know about this one, boys. But then I think seeing it actually like in the game, I think it actually is a better design. It does look better in the end. The old model specifically looks better from like one specific angle, and she looks a little bit more like evil and mean. She looks like spiky. But I think the updated design is overall otherwise better. I think voice acting for the beta is already assigned. The story was final in their books. Yeah, especially for Valley 4, where obviously everything was actually voiced. Everything except Yvonne Character Quest had like every dub on beta. Okay, then yes. Yeah, because some of the number stuff, like, yeah, like the, you know, the gacha economy stuff and things like that, those are just numbers. Adjustments to all kinds of numbers those are all on the table still. And indeed, they're probably just like actually testing them and validating some ideas. Or were with the beta. But like actual rework to like core stuff, I don't think can really happen from this beta to release. It's so close. So I don't think that was in their plans at all. What's the combat like? Like ZZZ? I don't think so. Not that I've played ZZZ, but I've played Honkai Impact 3rd, which is somewhat close-ish. The combat is its own thing. Because what is like a good comparison? Because you can kind of, it's sort of a mix between a bunch of things. But because it's like a much faster paced, like Xenoblade type combat situation. But it's not really Xenoblade either. It's like a more action-focused Xenoblade combat. And yeah, like Final Fantasy, like the newer Final Fantasy stuff. It is busy month for Arknights, yes. And yeah, gacha economy is. It's a real balancing act. Because Xenoblade is very much like way deeper into the sort of RPG part of combat. While Enfield is a little bit more tactile and sort of hands-on in that way. But then also, I mean, it does obviously also have similarities with like a Genshin or something. Because you have some like the reactions, because it has like, we have essentially a reaction type thing. It works slightly differently than Genshin. But there is, you know, sort of this reaction type thing. And then when you tie that to an anime aesthetic sort of action thing, then it ends up being a little bit similarish. The combat is always really difficult to explain because it's one of those, especially I feel like the combat in Enfield especially is just one of those where it's like, man, if you do not get to actually try it out yourself, it is hard to grasp what it's like. Because otherwise, just looking at it, it sort of just looks like the usual action gacha combat, but all the characters are on the team on the field at the same time. But then something about it just feels so different. As someone who has played Genshin and Honkai Impact 3rd and a little bit of WoA and a little bit of PGR. Also, yeah, every January really will be a busy fucking month from now on for Arknights fans if you're doing both Arknights and Enfield. Because you have a fucking global anniversary and Arknights Enfield anniversary back to back every year. Which is a little, I do find it a little silly that they really are a week off of each other. That they have decided to, in that way, like overlap them quite a bit. It's a little silly. But then if they moved it like 1 week forward, it'd probably be too much overlapping maybe with Chinese New Year instead. Even though actually the timing that it is now can actually be Chinese New Year as well, depending on year, so. Yeah, both the player and the devs themselves. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, for devs, actually, not like as much. Because for specifically for global Arknights players, January is now insanely stacked because we have both anniversaries a week from each other on global. Makes me crazy. People saying Expression 33 turn-based combat is so innovative and good. X-Astra sitting in the corner. You mean Mario and Luigi RPG? Shaking my head. Says someone who never played it. You can go way further back for that particular type of turn-based, I think. I don't think they had the parry thing, which obviously X-Tetris has the parry thing as well. I'm not sure if Mario Luigi RPG had the parry mechanic as well. Combat is fun when you misclick a skill and go, oh shit, my combo, I have to readjust to accommodate. Yep, that can happen. I think that's one of the big things in Enfield combat that does really separates it from a lot of the other ones that usually, you know, is compared to, is the fact that your your team is sharing resources. Like, the fact that you don't just like have the characters don't sort of work independent of each other, where they have their own like resources and cooldowns. I mean, they do, but the way that they actually end up functioning and interacting with each other is that they have to like, they're competing for resources, and you have to actually consider which ones you will prioritize and who gets to use resources at what particular time. And then also the fact that they like charge up each other as well for like ultimates and stuff. Mario Tennis says parry. Okay, Mario, at least you have counter attacks. Okay, close enough. Close enough. But yeah, there's a thing with it's a difference in like, one of the big ones is for just Enfield combat being different from the other big gacha games, action gacha games, is the shared resources for team. And then I feel like the way that rotations end up working out is just feels different. I feel like the other games, usually how rotations end up mostly working out is you kind of have like one big rotation. It's like you have one big circle, and then you just have like stopping points on your circle of when you switch character and do their thing. You can have like one big rotation. It's your team is in the same loop, and they just kind of go back to back in a train. But in Enfield, you have that circle, but then on the circle, you kind of have like these mini loops. Wait. Let me pull up Paint. Do I have Paint here? Oh, I do have Paint. It's not showing it though. Why is it not showing? Oh, what the fuck? What the hell? Wait. Why does it look like that? Oh my god. Okay, let me just remove that row. That was a very broken Paint. Where is window capture, please? Window capture. Paint. Paint. Why does it not want to capture Paint? What the fuck? OBS hates Paint? What the fuck? Why you do this? The hell? Wait. Let me try a different. Game capture for Paint? Doesn't work at all. Come on, does it work? Holy shit, it works. It looks fucking weird. I don't know why it's shaped like this. It doesn't show like the full window, but technically works. The hell? Wait, let me crop it as well. OBS, please. Okay, I don't know why I was like that, but it was. Okay, right. We pirate software now or something. Okay, so, right. I feel like in all of the other games, generally speaking, like, you know, like a Genshin Wuba, PGR, Honkai Give a Third, the way your rotations kind of work in your team is that you have a circle, and then you have like little. Let me take a different color. I should make it bigger. You have like stopping points for your characters, right? Maybe you have like a couple stopping points where you do something on your character. Just like singular points. You hop in and you do the specific thing you need to do, and then you kind of loop it. And then you loop the loop. Let me change my. Where's my brush size? My brush size? Hello? The fuck? Oh god, I don't want to. Oh no. Nope, never mind. We're keeping the small brush size. But then in Enfield, I feel like how it sort of feels a little bit is. How do I even draw this? I have to draw it like kind of strange. How do I visualize this? Wait. How do I visualize this in my head? How do I draw it onto paint? So you have like kind of, you have like the big rotation, right? You kind of have like a big rotation. You can either draw kind of, you know, visualize like this. You have a sort of a full team rotation in a way. It's, I think it is like, I would say it's like slightly bigger. But then sort of, instead of having like little spots where you just interact with a character, the way that the characters end up feeling is kind of, they have like these little like mini rotations like this. You end up with like this flower petal thing. And then actually like you get like different ones. Like, oh, you have one who's doing like that, but then you have another who's actually doing something like this. You have another one who's has like, they have a little bit of a bigger, it looks fucking messy as hell, but you have like little bigger ones. And then maybe you have someone who's more like just like they maybe do just like 2 things in a rotation. Maybe there's a small dead bit. You can say the exact same thing. That's the thing, I don't think you can though. Because of the way that you interact with characters in Enfield during combat, it feels different. This is specific, this is all vibe. This is the vibe I get from the rotations for these games. I have played these games. This is the vibe of what the rotations feel like. Because of the way that you're kind of always interacting, because your characters in Enfield they're always there for you to interact. Interacting with a character in Enfield doesn't like interrupt anyone else. Because like in these other rotations, you're only controlling one character at a time. Obviously, some of the characters will have like, you know, they'll have like technically, you know, like, oh, they'll have like an off-field ultimate, right? So they actually like they're actually technically doing something this entire duration, right? Because they have like an off-field ultimate. So like their effectiveness, right? Like when they're actually sort of active doing something is for like this long, even if they're not being controlled, right? But they're not like present and actually sort of able for you to, in theory, interact with them. They have a pretty like strict sort of, they do this thing and then they're away and then they do their other thing. While in Enfield, it feels like everyone's always there, present, and you're considering at all times, okay, when can I actually next use them? And you don't actually necessarily, like, these little rotations might be very, like, different. They might not actually be, like, even like this. And you're actually sometimes adjusting, like, oh, maybe sometimes you'll do this full kind of rotation situation, but then maybe actually you wait and you wait a little bit, give it a little bit of dead time, and you actually start it up again later instead of doing it like right away again. It's just the vibe difference of how it feels. An Enfield character is always kind of there waiting to do their next thing, and you're also planning like, okay, very imminently. There is always imminently a character who you are thinking of, okay, next I'm probably aiming to get this thing activated or like triggered and use it. Or, oh, I want to activate this thing so that I can trigger the other thing. So also for sometimes like off of these, and this comes very much from, then you have like the combo skills or whatever. If you want to go even deeper on this or whatever, maybe let's say there's someone who's like, yeah, there's like a green guy, right? There's a green. So the red is like the full team, right? Red is full team, and then you maybe have like, maybe the black one is like the black line, which is barely visible, let's be real. Right, you have this black line. This is maybe like your on-field character, right? This is the person you're actually controlling. Like these are like your normal combo, like whatever. Like they're kind of even. You're always doing like your normal combo. And then this is some kind of support. The blue one's some other support where they kind of do something a little bit more rarely, but they're kind of always there. Like there maybe some combo, maybe they're using a battle skill to like make something function. But then you have someone who's maybe this is using like a, I don't know, an ult or something. But then because the thing is that you'll actually have, what you actually have in Enfield is you'll have this. You actually have this green guy who actually can only rotate if your blue guy is rotating correctly. If your blue guy isn't rotating, green guy ain't doing shit. But maybe green guy can also sometimes, alternatively, rotate off of yellow guy. So just this kind of this fractal pedal situation where your the rotations of your characters can be extremely dependent on other characters in the team. While for some of the other games, I feel often they're a little bit more focused on like as one entity, where you make the team and then the team works as one entity. And sort of if you take one character out of the team, then it just like, you just like either just get to do less stuff or it just kind of doesn't even end up working. And then well, here you take someone out and maybe indeed someone doesn't get to do anything because you took someone out. But it's like, this is multiple singular entities working off of each other sort of in a constant, continuous way. And like you have multiple different cooldowns constantly refreshing and getting used right when they're off of cooldown instead of after a specific time frame because you want to reset your entire loop, your rotation to the very starting point instead of refreshing some stuff like instantly, like spamming essentially off of cooldown. Rip to blue guy dying on grab. Yep, exactly. Because I feel like also another possible way maybe with Enfield is because sometimes it doesn't, with Enfield, it doesn't feel like a loop. I think the thing with the other games a lot of the time is that it is specifically like this. It is an actual circle. You have like a starting point and you do your things and your goal is to kind of get back to the starting point and restart your rotation from kind of the exact same starting sequence, and you kind of repeat that sequence. Sometimes on Enfield, I feel like this is what I'm doing. Oh, an enemy attacked me, I gotta go over here. Never mind, I gotta change my direction. Oh, almost made it over there. Oop. Sometimes on Enfield, I feel like this is what I'm doing. I'm kind of doing mini loops constantly as my cooldowns and my combo cooldowns and my SP gets back and so on. But I'm never actually ending up at the exact same starting point. Because I'm constantly responding to what an enemy is doing. Or my cooldowns are just sort of rotating in like such a sort of a bit lengthier like time frame that then you end up kind of like doing these mini loops as a long meandering train line. Exactly, drawings are great when I was 5. Look, I'm a fantastic artist. And it's like, even when you have something like, like physical, you have like, oh, your goal is to get 4 stacks of vulnerable so that you can then use a crush or something, right? Like, oh, that's your endpoint. Then you would restart, right? Not necessarily. Because then you're probably in a different SP situation than you were at the start. And you're also in a different, you're like, different combo cooldowns are in different, like different combos are at different cooldowns. You have less SP than you did at the start. Maybe you have more SP than you did at the start, so you can do a faster rotation suddenly. Or maybe you have less, so you have to do a slower rotation. Or maybe you have to back off for a little bit because something else happened. People sell paintings like this for 5 million. Okay, well, fucking sell it to me. Time to take a fucking thumbnail of this, like how Enfield combat feels. And it's just, this is just the thumbnail. And I think a big part of it is the SP system. The fact that battle skills are tied to the SP system, which is shared. And then you have combos, which obviously are like also a part of it, yes. Like combos obviously have cooldowns, and those you can sort of, you indeed rotate on your cooldowns. But since many of those end up also being dependent on then having used SP or some other type of kind of cooldown, you get this like funky thing where you just don't have like a clear, you do this exact set of inputs, and this is your ideal DPS combo, like at all times, and you're just always aiming to loop this exact thing from beginning to end as much as you can. And if you don't get to do it, you might just be cooked. Obviously, for example, I mean, just quickly, Wuwa obviously, for example, does also have like a parry mechanic in it, which somewhat changes things. Like sometimes you are responding to, oh, the enemy's doing a specific attack, so never mind, I have to parry right now. So you have to do a somewhat different, like you have to respond to the enemy more in Wuwa, because you do have to, like, you're dodging or you're doing parries and stuff. But sort of I feel like still mostly your like general like DPS rotation, your team rotation is still roughly the same. It's just that you're doing different inputs on your active character because, oh, never mind, I have to dodge, or never mind, or I have to parry. Da Vinci original. While in infield, you always have like a mini goal you're aiming towards. Glitkasso. So if you're specifically thinking of like what your team is doing and what your characters is doing, you end up with whatever the fuck I've drawn here. If you're like, even like even when you're not considering what the enemy might be doing, you still end up with like this wacky sort of not actually perfect loop combo. At least on a lot of teams. Some teams do. Some teams you can end up in just like the exact set. You kind of do have maybe a more strict rotation combo on what you want to do, but not otherwise. And because in Wuba, like dodging and so on doesn't really necessarily interrupt anything. Like dodging is just, okay, you're responding to the enemy, like you're dodging so that you don't fucking die, and then or if the enemy is doing parryable attacks, then you parry them. But parrying is just kind of timing your normal attacks at the right time so that, you know, you parry them. But like if the enemy was just there kind of doing nothing, you would be able to just kind of, it would be very simple. But on Enfield, even if the enemy is not necessarily doing that much, you still have this weird, wacky situation going on with either the pedals or this like loop-de-loop-de chain situation. This loop-de-loop-de is like not as accurate, but way I would describe it as a chain that can be, because in different places, depending on various external parameters, yeah. It's like, it feels like you're just constantly there's constantly like tiny little differences in situation that is affecting your like exact game plan at that very moment in Enfield combat. YouTube frogs away for this classic. Love the day one complaints saying Enfield combat feels bad. Probably, yep. Because people are gonna try to indeed just put in like a bunch of high rarities or the ones that they like and like that look the best to them, and not necessarily think of how they function too well together. Which like does feel worse in Enfield than in some of the other games. Because obviously in the other games as well, you can have like teams that have zero fucking synergy between them. But since a singular character in a lot of those can sort of carry a lot more, like your main DPS can kind of just be like, you don't necessarily, for a lot of content, your main DPS can kind of be the only one you care about. You don't really have to do anything else, and they'll feel like they can do shit. Because they're not usually enabled. Like, they don't have mechanics that are enabled by the other teammates. The other teammates will enable them to maybe do stuff faster or do more numbers. But, like, they themselves will still kind of be able to do their whole stuff on its own. While in Enfield, you'll have a character and it's like, I'm only using this character actively and I'm not doing anything on the other ones. It might just be that your character just can't do a part of their kit because you don't have anyone in the team who enables them to do it. What actually are the best teams in Enfield right now? The physical team is pretty strong. Physical team is pretty strong, and you do have some options with like less 6 stars and more 6 stars. All of them are standard right now. Like for the best physical teams, they're all standards. They're not from the limiteds. Then you have like the Levitain sort of burn teams or combustion teams and stuff, where like Levitain is a very hard carry in that way. And then you have like funny Yvonne big numbers team. Then you have the electric team, which is all 5 stars and 4 stars and stuff like that. So I ended up being over. I was actually kind of supposed to do like 15 minutes ago. Certification and Wolf, if you play characters that don't synergize, you're cooked. Yes, if you're in content that specifically does actually need you to like do good numbers. But like, if you're just kind of like running around the world, like you can mechanically still enjoy the game just using like one character. You still get to sort of engage in all the mechanics that the game sort of has, even if you're just using one character. It's like a main DPS you're using. You get to engage with most of the mechanics and gameplay and like combat gameplay. You're just not going to be doing good numbers. That's all. Maybe maybe they have like more specific synergies now where it's like someone really needs someone. I guess Mabuka does have a funny thing where she can't burst if she doesn't have like, okay, some of them do have like funky things now where yeah, they do like want some specific characters in there. True. But in Enfield, that is like the default. The default is that you're like, almost always you have like a character needs someone else somewhat to be able to use all of their stuff. At least in like a satisfying way. Like in Enfield, combat just doesn't feel terribly satisfying if you don't have a team where like at least 3 out of 4 of the people actually directly synergize with each other in like a meaningful way. And obviously, yeah, as time goes on, there's obviously going to be like full teams of 6 stars that actually work. But especially at the start, your 5s and 4 stars really are quite important. And they might even try and keep it somewhat that way, where 6 stars maybe mainly enable new teams. I mean, there will eventually be like, you know, like, oh, a 6 star does a very similar job to maybe a 4 star, but just does it better. Like a sort of direct upgrade. Yvonne Gilbert Ardelia Last Right worked really good, all 6 star. Oh yeah, that was the showcase team even in the stream, wasn't it? That's a high-end team because it's 3 limiteds, is it? No, it's 3 standards and 2 limiteds. I forgot. The Last Ride is standard. Got Moinar. Nice! Oh yeah, oh yeah. I think Moinar is indeed now on... Yeah. Moinar is up on Banner now. I'm hiding his face, but he is there. And yeah, then you have obviously the enemy stuff. Because they can be quite funky. If they go crazy with the enemy, some of the enemy mechanics and stuff, then... Gold. Oh yeah, is Moinar in gold in fucking search shop? Oh my god, he is. Holy moly, what a search shop. Minor and Silver Ash? That's quite the search shop. Whoa. Santala. It's swing right up. Get your swing, both gold and silver varieties. Right now, in Distinction Shop, Arknights. Crazy. Right, I should be going. Probably next stream is Friday. Tomorrow won't be. I know I have something that happens in like the late afternoon / early evening when I would normally stream. So tomorrow, no. And probably then not on Thursday. And then I think it would be Friday for Limbus, I think. I think the next thing would be Kanto 9, Part 2 on Friday. And then something on Tuesday, probably. Probably at least. I'm somewhat wondering if I'd actually end up doing Limbus on Saturday, possibly. I'll probably just do it on Friday, so I don't have to wait as much time. I'm already waiting, a day, because obviously Thursday is when it's out. So that I don't have to avoid spoilers for 2 days, I'll probably just do it on Friday. That would make more sense. But thank you for coming, thank you for watching, thank you for chatting, thank you for lurking. And we'll probably see Friday for Limbusers. Join the Discord if you like to. What the fuck what the hell? I can't speak. Join the Discord if you want to. Goodbye. Bye-bye.